Hey everyone! Today, we're traveling back in time to look at the movie that introduced us to the first Avenger and the heart of the entire MCU, Captain America, the First Avenger. The story begins in the modern day, where scientists discover a massive frozen spaceship in the Arctic containing a mysterious circular shield. From there, we flash back to 1942 during World War II, where the villain Johann Schmidt, head of Hydra, invades an ancient church in Norway and steals the Tesseract, a glowing blue cube with unlimited cosmic power. Meanwhile, back in Brooklyn, we meet Steve Rogers, a scrawny, sickly kid who desperately wants to enlist in the army to fight this evil. Despite his huge heart, he keeps getting rejected due to his medical issues and even gets beaten up in an alley just for standing up to a movie theater bully. Steve's luck changes when a brilliant scientist named Dr. Abraham Erskine notices his courage. In a military training camp, Steve meets Agent Peggy Carter, a tough British officer, and an instant spark forms between them. During an exercise, Steve proves his pure soul by literally jumping on a fake grenade to save his fellow soldiers. This ultimate test gets him chosen for Project Rebirth. Steve is injected with the super soldier serum, transforming him into a tall, muscular peak human specimen. At that moment, a Nazi spy assassinates Dr. Erskine, steals the serum, and runs away. Steve, purely on adrenaline, chases the spy through the streets on foot, crashing through cars and finally captures him. Unfortunately, the serum formula is destroyed forever. In a while, instead of sending Steve to the front lines, the government turns him into a propaganda mascot named Captain America to sell war bonds. Everything changes when Steve finds out his best friend, Bucky Barnes, has been captured by Hydra, which is now using the Tesseract to build futuristic weapons. Disobeying direct orders, Steve launches a solo rescue mission with help of Agent Carter and Tony Stark's father, Howard Stark. He sneaks into the Hydra base, frees Bucky and hundreds of soldiers, and faces Johann Schmidt. Schmidt rips off his human mask, revealing a terrifying, skinless face, becoming the Red Skull. Steve returns to the military base as a true hero. He gets a real, bulletproof vibranium shield from Stark, and forms an elite squad called the Howling Commandos to tear down Hydra's bases one by one. But war always demands a price. During a high-stakes mission on a speeding train, Bucky falls into a snowy canyon to his apparent death, leaving Steve completely devastated. Fueled by rage, Captain America launches a final assault on Red Skull's main fortress. Red Skull boards a massive bomber plane loaded with weapons of mass destruction, aiming to destroy New York City. Steve sneaks onto the plane, and they have a brutal fight over the Tesseract. When Red Skull touches the cube barehanded, a cosmic portal opens and blasts him into deep space. With the plane locked on a course for New York, Steve makes the ultimate sacrifice. He radios his love, Peggy Carter, promises her a dance, and crashes the plane into the Arctic ice. We flash back to the present day. Steve wakes up in a fake room, realizes the situation, and runs outside. He finds himself standing in the middle of modern-day Times Square. Nick Fury walks up to him and drops the shocking news. He has been asleep in the ice for nearly 70 years. Steve looks around, heartbroken, and utters the legendary line, "I had a date." But the real hype happens in the post-credits scene. We see Steve in a gym, punching a heavy bag so hard the chain snaps and it flies across the room. Nick Fury walks in, asking if he's having trouble sleeping. When Steve asks if Fury is trying to get him back into the world, Fury drops the ultimate line, "I'm trying to save it." And just like that, the screen cuts to the first ever teaser trailer for The Avengers. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.